survivors of crime.
No
to
way.
remind them, no one should be able to fight alone.
Dude, Kamala Harris will never be my president! Whoa! Jesus Christ,
Ooh, lie, manipulate voters to get views for Kamala. Boy, you just can't make this up, man. Beyonce, where's Beyonce performing? And we know what happened in 2016 when her and Jay-Z came out for Hillary. You just can't make this stuff up, man. But no Beyonce. But hey, if you were let down by Beyonce not performing, wait until you find out everything else they promised is also a lie.
There are rumors that Beyonce might make an appearance. I personally think that that's true, but we shall see.
We're going to say this now. Can I say this?
Well, wait, let's couch it in rumors and rumbling.
Okay, let's just say, so, I mean, that's out there. The Beyonce.
Manipulation, pandering, concerts, free concerts, rappers, artists, Hollywood, athletes. Yeah. Clap it up for the Democrats, y'all. Clap it up for the left. The circus continues. A complete show.
Beyonce talk.
You have to stay tuned, but I have it on really good word. The Beehive is buzzing right now because the preparation for the Beehive, it has to start early. Sources come from backstage. That's all I'll tell you.
TMZ and The Hill reporting that she will indeed be making a surprise performance on stage here.
Congressman was just dancing along, and he's excited that he's hearing rumors, which a donor confirmed to me that she's also hearing that Beyonce is en route.
President of all things music and fashion and style, i.e. Beyonce, is going to show up. Queen Bey.
Surprise guest tonight. Beyonce?
I know Beyonce's got to be in town, right? My gosh, is that what we're in for? A Beyonce show tonight?
There are rumors that Beyonce may be there this evening.
Thank you, Queen Bee.
We may see Beyonce.
Is the United Center going to be turning into the Beehive tonight? Earlier today, we spoke with Christy George, the executive director of the DNC host committee.
Holding out hope for Beyonce.
Is that going to happen?
I don't know,
Everybody's
but that's
whispering
what I want.
about it around here. I know. I thought you would have the insider tip on that.
I'm hoping, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. They're keeping it very close to the vest.
Of course, like everyone else, we're hoping that Beyonce makes an appearance.
There could be a surprise performance from Beyonce.
Is that a Beyonce song playing right now? And is that telling us something possibly? Breaking news. Breaking Beyonce news. The rumor has it Beyonce may be performing. Someone's doing a warm-up with her song. I'm just saying, Rachel, two pretty powerful black women up on the stage together. We'll see if we get Beyonce. And Beyonce or no Beyonce?
I'm guessing she's here.
We're hearing rumors about Beyonce. I tried to get Senator Booker to give me the tea on that, but he just played coy.
Beyonce comes out, I just may lose my cool just a little bit.
Charles, we're going to break you off right now to get you back on the hunt.
You just can't make this up.
To the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Holy frickin' moly, it's literally the guy. Now I know that I probably sound like a broken record at this point and I've been beating this dead horse, but hey, it's election season. I mean, what do you expect? You gotta keep hammering the point forward, otherwise you simply lose to the propagandists. But we've been essentially talking about the same thing for the last, let's call it 3-4 weeks or so. Just the absolute phoniness of it all. This Kamala Harris astroturf, this rewriting of history. But most importantly, how absolutely fake this entire campaign has been. I swear we've poked holes in so many different things. So many fake orchestrated events, literal paid shills, or reports that Kamala Harris is attempting to bribe social media influencers to essentially shill her campaign. We've exposed so many of these instances, just go through the last 4 weeks of my video catalog, and now here we are again. Another Democrat actor gets completely and utterly exposed. You know, the Democrats are obviously involved in some sort of mass bribery scheme here. There's just no other logical explanation. There's no other way to explain this. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean by that. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so the question I've been asking myself is, who is paying these people? How do you explain this miraculous change in opinion, this total 180? Kamala Harris goes from the worst to the best, overnight. Obviously it's one big dishonest propaganda campaign, and it's really not even a slick attempt at that. These people are so incredibly sloppy and also slimy. You know, apparently you're supposed to listen to these shills currently pushing Kamala, but they're talking out of both sides of their mouths. The other night at the DNC, Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar delivered some remarks at the DNC.
When Donald Trump comes down to Texas, stands next to officers in uniforms just like mine, he's not there to help us. Don't think that, not for a second. He is a self-serving man. I mean, look, just like when he killed the border bill, he just made our jobs harder. Now, Kamala, on the other hand, has been fighting border crime for years. She's gone down to Mexico and worked to stop the traffickers. And when the traffickers didn't stop, she put them in jail. Now, down in my neck of the woods, we call that fooling around and finding out. I may be paraphrasing a bit.
Interesting. Kamala Harris is the tough cop, the prosecutor, and she's gonna secure the southern border. You know, this is the message right now. This is what the people advocating for Kamala Harris are saying, but I find it real interesting because this exact same clown, this Texas sheriff, Mr. Javier Salazar, was saying this not too long ago.
Sir, tell us about what you are asking for. What are your needs?
Well, right now, thank you for having me, first off. Right now, what I'm asking for is for the president or a member of his administration that can make decisions to come down and talk to not just me, but at least 12 other Texas sheriffs from major counties in the state of Texas that are dealing with this issue firsthand. So I'd like to see somebody from Washington come down here, get boots on the ground, get eyes on the issue at hand, and then talk to us, a bipartisan group of Texas sheriffs that are really taking a common sense approach because we have to.
That's the frickin' same guy. It's reality versus...
Like them beautiful patriots around the world say, you just can't make this up. And he's getting a lot of backlash for this, man. This didn't age well for him. But hey, Kamala Harris. You need a tampon too, Sheriff? Somebody get the sheriff a tampon too as well.
Is fiction. It's the actual honest truth, not in an election season, compared with left-wing election season propaganda. It is unfrickin' believable. I mean, legitimatately unbelievable. It's unbelievable that people are falling for this crap, considering how clearly dishonest it is. I mean, for the most part, the whole, like, paid actors thing is kind of a meme. You know, to a certain group of people, everybody's a paid actor. But in this case, I mean, the conspiracy-minded folk are probably the ones who are ahead of the curve. Everything has been fake, from the whole Republicans for Harris nonsense. A lot of these individuals turned out to be lifelong registered Democrats with a clear documented history of being activists for the party. We also covered how Kamala Harris was going into restaurants so she could do her campaign events, except she was kicking out all the, regular folk that were patroning the establishment. All those people had to be removed so Kamala Harris could bus in her supporters to the venue so they can get their friggin' photo ops. It's as fake as the eye can see, and now look at the DNC, it feels almost like every second guest is a celebrity. And of course the whole Little John thing that everybody keeps talking about, oh, Lil John blew the freaking roof off the place. Look at the hype and the excitement. I mean, come on, just go on Lil Jon's page. The literal first thing that pops up when you go on Lil Jon's social media profile on any of the platforms is book me, publicity, and 2 emails. The report is that the DNC
You just can't make it up, man. Y'all can just cut me a little check, Times are getting tougher. They ain't what they used to be.
DNC paid Lil Jon $100,000 to show up. I mean, it really feels like the Democrats can't do anything without paying people to be there. I mean, half the Democrat shills on X are being paid by Paulette Management or some other management company connected to the DNC, taking checks from the Nancy Pelosi fundraising machine, or really the money laundering machine, and paying people to push the party propaganda. It is so fake, and I hope that people are starting to see it. It feels to me like a lot of people are opening their eyes to that very evident fact. I mean, let's just refer to the Don Lemon clip from yesterday.
What do you think about Kamala Harris?
I think they say she phony and fake, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, I'm like Trump saying, you know, what are you, you know? So I'm not feeling her. People get mad about it, I'm just not feeling her.
Then not too long after, I was watching Andrew Schultz in his studio, sitting down and discussing the topic with Charlemagne.
Nobody voting for Kamala Harris.
Watch.
Right. By the way, it's been so funny to see everybody jump on the Kamala train immediately. Like, it was unanimously accepted that she was kind of boring, weird, and goofy for the last 4 years? Maybe even before that. And then as second she becomes the nominee, everything was forgotten, immediate amnesia. You always talk about how like Republicans get in line. Democrats get in line, bro. But that, just, yes. So who should I follow? Yes. Whatever you say, Daddy. Whatever you say.
Again, let me spell it out for you. Phony. Phony. It's a sophisticated Roman circus. That's all this is. They want to keep you distracted and hoodwink you into voting for the elitist ruling class, thinking that you're doing the right thing for working people and regular people. It's a complete farce. The Democrats pretend to care about the downtrodden, but the reality is clear, and it always has been. The Democrats answer to their corporate masters. You know, actually, I might as well play this clip. Chris Cuomo actually did a great job highlighting exactly what I'm talking about. And look, I know it's like some sort of Twilight Zone experience where Don Lemon's doing badass street interviews and Chris Cuomo's doing actual journalism.
Greg, look at the ring of sweets, okay? This is not unique to Democrats. There is a game of money. When people talk about uniparty, we are strangled by the money reality in our politics. Those suites start at 500 grand. You think there's like a teacher group up in there? You think it's like the Cub Scouts of Columbia County, South Carolina, that's up in those boxes? Some of them are lobbies and good things. You pay to play. Those boxes are filled with the same people that they say they're going to regulate. They are literally looking down on the faithful and being told, yeah, we're going to break down on them. We're going to make them pay their share. They paid $500,000, $700,000, $1 million, $1.5 million to have those seats. They get hotel suites that are probably gifted to the party. Do you know how much money Harris has raised in the last couple of weeks? Hundreds of millions, and that's success. A lot of it's small donor, a lot of it isn't. The most dangerous money in politics is now legal money because of Citizens United. You've got to know this. The idea that they can fight against it is almost laughable. It's almost laughable. So look and listen when you are told these things, because I don't care what they promise you.
This political party does not care about you. It's simply a facade. It's a marketing ploy. Just look at all the billionaires that are bankrolling Democrats. Look at their average donation size. Look at the polling data and see who the top earners are supporting. High-income people, elite big city people, major corporations, Wall Street, they're all totally in bed with the Democrat Party. Meanwhile, like I said, the Democrats will target the downtrodden and tell them that they represent them and that they have their best interest at heart. What an absolute farce. Just look at the last 16 years. You know, Democrats will always tell you that the economy does way better under Democrat leadership, but that's complete bogus. It's been 16 years of left-wing economic policies, and what do we have to show for it? The greatest wealth gap in modern American history, if not world history? People falling further and further behind as the top 10% continues to soak all the benefit? Big government makes the rich richer and the poor poorer. It also makes the rich more powerful and generally leads to the subjugation of the poor. I mean, just look at the level of gaslighting.
Kamala, she gets it. We need to make life more affordable for working people. Yeah.
Yeah, Kamala gets it. Get her off the stage. What an absolute disgrace, man. Absolute disgrace. And again, I just don't see how people can clap this on, man. You know, this stuff makes you. Am I the only one that's nauseated? I can't be the only one in here that's nauseated, man. Stuff like this makes you nauseated. Just
Donald Trump, the felon, has no plans to lower costs for families. He doesn't know how. And basically, he doesn't really care. When did he ever fill up a gas tank or worry about a grocery bill?
Do I even need to say anything? Kamala Harris cares about gas and food prices. She's spent the last 4 years avoiding the issue, pretending as if it doesn't exist. Inflation didn't even exist in the world of Democrats for the first year of its existence. They were in full-on denial it's transitory. They're so dishonest, so fake that frankly it's freaking insulting. I just hope people are smart enough to see through the BS. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video.
You just can't make this up, man. You just can't make this up. Boy. And to that sheriff, man, and y'all know, a lot of people are now in Texas are speaking out against this. A whole bunch of forums, a lot of people speaking out, asking for his removement. He's a disgrace, a disgrace to his badge. Complete embarrassment. So he won't be a sheriff for long in Texas. Investigated for robbery. Boy, it's not looking good for that sheriff that came out and spoke at the convention. And y'all know I'm in Texas. And we got a lot of love for law enforcement, our first responders. It's a lot of Trump supporters over here. Tons that I'm friends with, family with, that I talk to on a daily basis. It's a lot of law enforcement over here that are shooting for Trump. A lot of people over here in Texas, man, that are Trump. When I go inside the stores, everywhere, man, and I'm wearing my hat, I get a lot of love, compliments. I have yet to have a negative situation wearing this hat. And it was shocking. I went inside the store the other day to get some cookies, some dessert, and as soon as I walked in, the lady, black lady, y'all know I hate pulling the race card, but the black lady screams out, "What kind of is that? A Trump hat on your head?" And I said, "Oh man, here it comes." And then the next thing she says is, and there's a lady next to her, and she goes, "I love Trump." And then the other lady next to her, she goes, "I do too." I said, man, wow. And then we just had an amazing conversation, man. And she called everything that she's seen from this Democratic Party a shit show. I said, man. And you would think the way this lady, I just knew she was a Trump hater just by the way she screamed. Look at the way she screamed. Look at a Trump hat. You could just tell she was a Trump hater. But come to find out, she loves Trump. But boy, I tell you, man, people are waking up. Tide is turning, man. People are sick and tired, y'all. Sick and tired. Well, let me know what y'all think of this. Nothing new with the Democrats, man. Nothing new with the left. There's been the circus continues, man. Brainwashing, manipulation, the pandering, the lies, the failures. Nothing new, man. Nothing new.